appeared that I was seeing a new color that I haven't seen before. I kept bugging my mother to have her check all my money to make sure that it was a counterfeit. You know. So, anyway, yeah, it was a rough experience. Now I'm doing okay, and now that everything is settled, I have another slight problem, and that is that unfortunately after the surgery, I'm very sensitive to light. So I really hate going out of the sun. The sun be really attacking me. You know, I hate it. And unfortunately, I can't read for long periods of time. I can't look at my iPod for long periods of time because after a while, I can't. There's a problem looking at something in close distances for a certain amount of time. So sometimes my eyes really start to irritate. So I can't really look at my iPod for long periods of time unless I'm at arm's length. That's the only way I'm able to actually look at it comfortably. And I can't really read for long periods of time because I get uncomfortable, even with the glasses, unfortunately. So, time is it? Okay. Well, I guess I'll continue. I'll just split the video, whatever. Yeah, that's been pretty much the hardest part. Sometimes when I try to look at my iPod and it gets irritated, I would either look up and close my eyes, or sometimes, you know, when kind of like when you rub your eyes and when you close it, it kind of burns, it hurts even more. Well, it's kind of like that when my eyes are stressed. It's almost like the camera, to where the camera you know, focuses it, you know, the lens turn to try to get that focus. Well, that's what my eyeballs are doing. So sometimes it really hurts when I close my eyes, so I have to look straight forward sometimes to look at something else at a far distance to hopefully relax my eyes. So I guess that's it. Oh, well, you know, I should say this before I end the podcast is have faith in yourself and know that you can get through it. To other people that are not diabetic, be kind. Don't be arrogant. You know, treat people with respect that have diabetes. You don't know what their particular circumstances are. Know that if you find out that you're diabetic, not everything is doom and gloom. You can overcome it. Like I've said in my previous videos, you know, I had an A1C of almost 15, and I'm able, as a matter of fact, I just recently got my A1Cs yesterday, and as of yesterday, I'm down to 6.3, you know, and it was a struggle for me, you know, between the cataracts being misdiagnosed and, you know, all those things, but I'm living now, and I'm doing much better. You can do it. I'm here to tell you you can do it, and you have faith in God, and you have that positivity, and you can do it. And I know that God has a hand in what I went through, because technically I should have never got that job that I had. I went out and I got a new job because I had to live my life. I couldn't stay home. These cataracts, I had to go out and do something. I'm not going to sit there and play victim. You guys came once you found out you're diabetic. Don't play victim. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. You find out that you're diabetic and you go and you take care of it right away to the best of your abilities. Don't be foolish. Don't wait until you get a complication, because some complications you're not able to overcome. Because if you lose a leg, you can't get that leg back. Very, very important for you to understand. So, I was able to go out there with pure faith. I was able to get a job, even though they knew something was wrong with my eyes because of the way that I was looking. They tell me about it afterwards and we laugh, But, at the time when I was going through it, it's very serious business, And, they were also supportive of my surgery too, They could have been like, well, we found some way to fire me because, you can't see and you're working on a computer, I don't care if you have surgery or not. They could have fired me. Well, maybe the law would have prevented them from firing me. I don't know. But again, bottom line is you have to go through this on your own. When I had my surgery and when I was home recovering, not one person on a job called me to see how I was doing. Only one person called, and that was to see when I was coming back to work. It's important to have strength and to be able to do things and to overcome yourself, because you're not always going to get the support that you need. You have to grab the bull by the balls. And if you know that you have diabetes right now and you're not experiencing any complications, especially with your eyes, and you're able to see and read, do everything you possibly can to get all the information that you need to learn about diabetes. If you have internet access, get off those chat rooms, trying to find, a piece of booty call, okay? Take that time and learn something about your diabetes, so you're not going out there ignorant, so you're not going out there doing foolish things to make your diabetic situation worse. Learn all that you can, and hopefully not advocating that people be, advocates, but there's so much diabetic ignorance out there, and the more people that learn about diabetes, the more people that live their life as a diabetic every day of their life, especially type 1s, we need to go try to take the time and really teach other people, because there's so many that are clueless, and we also need to respect each other too. People who are non-diabetics, listen, unless you are a diabetic and you're living your life as a diabetic, you do not know what it's like to be diabetic. I don't want to hear about your auntie who had their leg cut off. I know the seriousness of diabetes. I have overcame that. What your auntie or whoever's gone through, that's because their sugars were not controlled. What happened to your aunt does not mean that it will happen to me. Does not mean that every diabetic, every person who's diabetic is doomed to that same fate. I have met people who are in their 80s who've been type 1 diabetic, who's been taking insulin all their life, and they're living a healthy life. So whatever issues you think about insulin, no matter what issues you think about diabetes, you need to stop it. No diabetic wants to hear your opinions. If you really want to help a diabetic, pick up a book. Pick up a book and really read before you, instead of passing down untruths based on hearsay. Learn about diabetes. That's the best way to help a diabetic person who you say you love. I know I gave you guys an earful, but thank you for listening. I felt that this wasn't something very important to talk about, and I really hope that you guys take this to heart. I'm sorry, I guess that crying has gotten my eyes a little bit irritated. I apologize for that, but I hope that my this video was informative. I'll probably have to split this in 3 videos. That's okay. I hope that, again, that this video has been helpful, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.